2 to 7. Well, how many times did you use the monorail at Expo 88? It was a big attraction. Perfect way to get from one side of the park to the other.
And now there's a chance to relive that
Wow.
experience from 1988 right now in 2020.
Yeah, the organiser is Jason Ford. He's going to tell us about it. Jason, what is happening? How do we relive this experience?
Good morning, Laura and Craig. Well, we have a Facebook page, which is the World Expo 88 Facebook page. So you just head along there, and at 7:30 we'll be launching a video, which is a full loop of the 2.3 kilometre ride around the World Expo site, which was filmed in its entirety. So you get to see it from the front seat.
So this is 7:30 tonight. So who filmed it?
So it was a gentleman called Don Neal who filmed it, and recently Don has donated to our Facebook page his entire collection of videos, which is many dozens of hours of videos that he filmed. And as you can imagine, in 1988, filming with home video 8 cameras was quite rare. So very special, high-quality footage from around there. And also 1,500 photographs that he took over the 6 months have been donated. So we're launching those very gradually over the coming year.
It sounds like he went every day.
Yeah, apparently his family have told me that at the time they thought he'd lost his mind because they never saw him. He was always travelling by train to Brisbane and carrying on about Expo. And but now when they see how much value that footage and those photographs have, they're very, very proud of what he's done.
Yeah, and that's it. This is effectively a virtual tour to take you back to 1988. Do you know exactly what day it was filmed?
Yeah, I do know what day it was filmed. It was filmed on the 29th of October 1988, which was the second last day of Expo.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And the only reason I know that is because the train driver, the monorail train driver, announced that in the evening Brian Ferry would be in concert, and he was in concert there on the 29th, so that's how I know the date.
So you could hear that on the monorail, that Brian Ferry...
Yes. Yeah, so as they travel around, as you can imagine, they've got a microphone and they're telling all the people on board, whether they're travelling through the Queensland Pavilion and what they can see out the left and the right. And they announce what's happening on the river stage, and just a little bit of a preview to the video. You can see thousands of people already seated at the river stage, waiting for Brian Ferry concert.
Oh, I forgot about Brian Ferry. I'd loved the monorail driver. If you are listening, if that was you, can you call us?
Yeah, that monorail driver
there would
on
be
that day.
Plenty of them, I suppose. But wow, that is. What else will you see going around the park?
Well, quite frankly, you see everything because he's at the front seat. You get to see the full length of the Brisbane River. You get to see the Expo helicopter landing, which I thought was wonderful as well. You can hear it. You get to travel past the Swiss Pavilion, where you get to see like a ski lift. And you get to see, obviously, many thousands of people. So there were huge crowds there that day, being the second last day.
Expo 88 brings back such fantastic memories for, I think, all of us. Like, I was a kid from the regions. We came down to Expo on multiple occasions. I still have...
the pass, your Expo pass?
And a little plush toy of Expo Oz, you know, the platypus, who was the mascot.
Oz. I'd say that's probably the most classic of all souvenirs, so well done.
Yeah.
Is it worth anything these days?
I would say it was so popular. Maybe not. There were so many of them, but it really has some sentimental value, I'm sure, Craig.
And Jason, we were talking about what ended up happening to the monorail. Was it down at Broadbeach it went?
Well, there were 4 of the trains. Now, one went to SeaWorld. Now, SeaWorld already had monorails, so it was the SeaWorld staff that trained the World Expo drivers in how to do their job. So one train went to SeaWorld, and the other 3 went to Europa Park in Germany, which is about the second largest theme park in Germany. They're still there today.
Really? Gosh.
Yeah, that's right. So they're still in operation.
That'd be, if you're going on a trip to Germany, go to that park, Europa Park, and hop on a monorail.
Yeah, and know that little monorail train was used here at Expo.
Hey, Jason, does the monorail virtual tour take you through the German beer hall?
No, it doesn't. Oh, gee, if only it could do that, so you could hear the chicken dance playing. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Wouldn't it? Because people, so many people, that's what they talk about. Some people met there and married. You know, that was where they met their loved one.
Oh, yeah. Well, romance was alive at Expo 88. Jason, I know you've been collecting all sorts of Expo memorabilia. 30 years was what we marked it a couple of years ago since the event itself. So it's tonight, 7:30 on the World Expo 88 Facebook page. That's what you need to search for.
Just head along to the page and you can join the group if you want to, if you're passionate about World Expo, and just watch out for that video, which will launch at 7:30.
And Don Neal was the man's name who gave you the video, was it?
Yeah, Don Neal provided the video.
Good on you, Don. Thank you for those wonderful memories.
Jason, good of you to join us this morning. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Jason Ford, who runs the World Expo 88 Facebook page. You might want to go back in time and do a little bit of reminiscing. And this bloke was, about to jump on stage at the River Stage.
Look at him. There he is, Craig.
On that second last day of Expo. It's Brian Ferry on ABC Radio Brisbane.
It's very sacred.